Good evening. How are you? I'm back. It's good to be back. And where I am, actually, it's not quite as bad as Texas. Texas is really bad, so I feel for those people down there. But right here where I am, it's also very frozen. In Maryland, up the East Coast here, we had ice storms. So it was very frozen this morning, getting up and cleaning off cars. But I feel for the people down in Texas because they don't have heat. A lot of places don't have electricity, so it's really bad down there. So I hope you're in a place where it's not quite as bad. Okay. So I wanted to go over and give you some refresher. I know I always need refreshers, and I'm thinking maybe you do too. It's been a while since I've been on, and I wanted to cover on what makes people successful. Okay. Hi there. How are you? So, some strategies for success. And it asks, what do successful people do that others don't? What motivates them to keep going? Can anyone be successful? And what makes them different from others? And it actually gives 3 basic things: attitude, setting and focusing on goals, and then our belief system. Okay? It starts off with attitude. It says, successful people are confident, honest, driven. These are attitudes, not skill sets. It says our attitude can improve our skills, so we need to change our attitudes and become more focused and driven. And then it gives an important point here. It says our minds find it impossible to store all the information it receives in a day, and so it will delete unnecessary details. So what we want to do is we need to change our attitude to either our business or our life. Because it says you need to set goals, concentrate on knowing what you want to achieve, and work towards achieving your goals. That way they're in the front of our mind. Our mind knows it's important to us. It's not going to delete all those details, right? Because we're constantly focusing on them, concentrating on them, right? But it says as far as goals, your goals need to be SMART goals. So S is specific, knowing exactly what you want. The M, measurable, be able to follow the progress. A, achievable, be within your capabilities. R, realistic, be possible to do. And time, you must make the time to do it. So those are SMART goals. It says you need to know exactly what your goals are, be able to set a plan and follow it, and make it achievable to you. And it says, don't attempt to be a brain surgeon if you can't stand the sight of blood. That would not be achievable for you, so don't have a goal like that, right? Then it says it also needs to be possible to do for you. It says don't try and think you can fly, because that won't work, right? Okay. It says you must also be prepared to put in the time to achieve your goals, or have the time to do it, because it's important, and the brain won't delete, right? And it says also see things the way they are. Some days start off great and just get better, while other days start off bad and they just get worse. And why is this? It says it all depends on your attitude and what you're focusing on. If you are in a bad mood, then everything will seem bad, because that's what you're focusing on. And it's just the same with your goals. It says if you focus on missing them, then you will. Sorry about that, I had to think on that one. But let me repeat it again. It says it's the same with your goals. If you focus on missing them, then you will. So it says, you see, the brain never hears the word won't or don't. It says that's why children always do what you tell them not to do, because they never hear the word don't. And I can testify to that, because I've had 4. And whatever I told them not to do, that's what they did. Because they don't hear the don't. The brain, it doesn't register, right? Okay. It says, so if you focus on not missing your goals by thinking, I won't fail, then you will. Won't. You don't want to think that word, won't. It says, instead, tell yourself, I will succeed, right? Because your brain, won't register. But I will succeed. That's what you need to tell yourself, right? You also need to forget about failure. It says children learn faster than adults because they have no fear of ridicule or failure. Children always look on the bright side. So if you have children, you know that to be true, because kids are curious. We're adults, we're cynical. It says kids love puddles, and don't they? Yes. but we hate the rain and the mud, right? Don't want to step in it, right? It says, babies learn to walk by setting a goal and working towards it. It says when they fall down, they adopt a different strategy, such as holding on to furniture, and then they keep going and learning. And I think that is so true. When I watch my children, they crawl, and then they try to stand up, not by themselves, but they'll hold on. That's their next strategy, right? Then once they get so secure that when they can hold on, they can just move along, then they'll try to stand by themselves. If it doesn't work, they'll go back to holding on until it does, right? So it says, we should never say, I can't do this, because babies never say that, right? It says, just take notice of what's not working and change your strategy. This will move you closer to your goal, right? Change it. If it doesn't work, change it. It's okay. Then it says, what else, though, would stop us from achieving our goals? Then it goes to the third big one, beliefs. It says, your beliefs can hinder or help you, but they can only help you if you understand that they are only beliefs. It says events don't shape our lives. It's our interpretation of these events that shape our lives. It says your beliefs and uncertainties have the power to expand or destroy your true potential. It says beliefs are limiting, so it's important to understand that they're only beliefs and not reality. And it says the past does not equal the future. Just because you haven't achieved something in the past, it doesn't mean that you can't achieve it in the future. It all depends on your belief. And you need to question a belief. And where do they come from? We covered that before. Is it because someone told you you can't do this years ago, and you still believe that you can't do this? Then you need to get rid of that limiting belief, right? Yes. And it says, focus on what your limiting beliefs have stopped you from achieving, and then change whatever is limiting you. And if you believe you will win, then you will win, right? So what belief do you have that stopped you from achieving something? Or what attitude that you have that you need to change so that you can achieve something? Or what SMART goal can you set so that you have a better chance of success, right? It says, remember, you don't have to be 100% successful in everything that you do to be successful. Remember when we covered what is your definition of success? It depends on what it is that you want. Do you want to make money, or do you want to help someone? So if you already helped someone and that was your definition, then you're successful, even if you haven't made any money, right? So it depends on what it is that you want. It says every step you take to achieve your goal is a success. It says, and if something goes wrong, just chalk it up to experience, because we learn from our experiences, right? Failure is okay, as long as we acknowledge it and keep moving forward. But all of those things, changing our attitude, changing our limiting beliefs, and setting our goals to achieve them, it all takes time, right? Patience. But it says, what can you do right now? It says, always ask yourself, what did I do well today? What did I learn today? And what am I going to do different tomorrow? So we can start right now. We don't have to wait, right? Start right now. Ask yourself, what did you do good today? What will you change tomorrow if something didn't go well today? It says, never avoid failure, but always strive for success and keep trying different strategies. It says, when we slump, it says we slump when we're depressed, and we sit tall when we feel successful. Adopting these postures can affect our attitude and state of mind. I'm sure sometimes you go to work and your co-workers, they're all down in the dumps, and you can look at their body language and tell, right? So we don't want to be like that. It says, how you feel on the inside can affect how you look on the outside, and this can influence people around you. What you focus your mind on affects your body language. Therefore, you can change your state of mind by changing your posture. So when you feel depressed, adopt the upright posture of a successful person. Stand up straight, even though you may not feel like it. But by standing up straight, your body language changes. It changes your attitude. It changes the people around you, the way they view you, right? It says people and circumstances can also affect your state of mind, but this can be controlled. When you see others, you can control how you feel towards them. It says, instead of giving up, letting eternal factors control your state of mind, adopt a positive attitude, stand tall, and refuse to be influenced by negative things around you. You can control that, right? You and I, we can control how others affect us, right? We don't have to react. We can respond. It says, this is easier said than done. Yes, we know that, because our responses are learned, and our unconscious mind cannot always distinguish between what is real and what isn't. But it gives us a good example, because our unconscious mind, like you said, like it says, it doesn't always know what's real, what isn't. And it says, if you raise your hand to your mouth and imagine you're sucking a lemon, you're going to wince, because you're going to expect something sour, right? The lemon may be imaginary, but your mind has a conditioned response to what makes you wince, right? Because you're thinking of a lemon, so your mind already responds, oh, it's sour, so you wince, because it's conditioned to think that way, right? To react that way. Therefore, it says, never forget. If you think you can achieve something, then you won't. If you think you can't achieve something, then you won't. But if you think you can achieve something, then nothing will stand in your way. It won't, right? But it's hard for us sometimes to fathom, right? Because of our mind, the way we're conditioned and the way we grew up, the things that we've learned and experienced, right? But always keep it in a positive setting. Then it helps you to have a good attitude, right? To have proper body language. That even can help you, right? So I thought those were good reminders. Like I said, I need them, definitely, right? And I'm thinking maybe you did too. So I haven't been here in a while, so I thought I'd share that with you. So I hope you've been well. I hope you're living someplace nice. If you are in Texas, well, if you are in a place where you have your electricity restored, hopefully your heat is working again and that you're in a better situation. Okay? So I enjoyed talking with you. Take care until I come back again. And I do always appreciate you watching. Oh, and don't forget, I do have a YouTube channel now. I still have 0 subscribers, so I'd appreciate 1 or 2 subscribers. It's Sonia J. Archer, and that's my YouTube channel. And Sonia with a J. It's SONJA, and then J, and then ARCHER. Sonia J. Archer. Okay, and I have lots of videos that are uploaded up there from our 30-day challenge and also from 31 days that I did for affirmations. So you're welcome to look at those. Okay, all right, thanks for watching and you take care. Bye.